Coach, we'll just start with you. Just your thought on the game.
Well, first, congratulations to Belmont. They are a great program, a great team, and I thought they played extremely hard today, and I think they will represent our conference very, very well in the NCAA tournament. Proud of our team. Obviously, it was not the results that we wanted, but I thought our kids fought tooth and nail right down to the wire. I mean, the fact that we've played Belmont 3 times and they average, I think, around 75 points a game, and we've held them to 51, 58, and 55 points says a whole lot about the heart and toughness of our basketball team. We picked a really, really difficult day to have probably without a doubt, our worst offensive performance of the year. You're not going to win any games shooting 17% from the floor and 16% from 3, much less a championship game. So, just a very, very difficult day offensively. They had, obviously, Belmont's defense had a lot to do with that. They are a great defensive basketball team, and we've struggled scoring against them. I thought the first 5 minutes, I didn't like the looks we got, but after that, I thought we got good looks. We just weren't able to knock them down tonight.
Braden, if you want to unmute yourself and ask. Braden, go ahead.
Yeah, sure thing. Coach, you've been through a lot with this team. What's it been like coaching such a seasoned group of seniors?
Well, we just talked about that. Obviously, we talked about the destination. Our destination that we wanted to get to was the NCAA tournament. We didn't get there. But the reward has really been in the journey. It's been in the journey every day with these young women, especially our seniors, but also our entire team. This is the closest group that I've coached. This is the most bought in group that I've coached. This is the toughest group that I've coached. And I can't say enough about them. And, obviously we're not proud of our performance today on the offensive end, but I am so proud of these kids. I am so proud of what they fought through. I talked a little bit yesterday. You probably don't know our story because we don't talk about it a lot. We lost Jordan Brock, who was our leading scorer 1 week before the season opened. And these guys will say it. Not only was she our leading scorer, she was our leader, and at that point, everybody's roles changed. And, and I'll start with Anna Jones. My goodness, she has put us on her back during OVC play. Today, every time she touched the ball, she had 3 and 4 people around her, but she's really had to get out of her comfort zone and lead in ways she's never been used to. And she did that. And I can't say enough about her. Mackenzie Coleman has had the best year of her career, and she's had a great career here at Tennessee Tech. But what a leader she has stepped into for us this season. Megan Clark was asked to step into a role that she's never had to play. And my goodness, she led the league in 3-point field goal percentage. A kid that really until last year didn't even play that much. And most kids 3 years ago probably would have left and transferred. But she didn't. And then Keisha Brady, to come back when we thought she had torn her ACL 3 weeks ago, to come back and do what she's done the last 2 weeks to be able to play and help us get to this championship game last night. I thought she was huge, and then you got Jordan Brock, who last week was putting in offensive plays that we scored on 3 of them. We scored on 3 of them last night. And so, I can't say enough about these kids. And then also Grace Pelfrey, she's not a 5th year, but she's been with us for 3 years and is a senior. I mean, this is just a special group. I could go on and on and on. They've changed our program, and they will be in the record books. They're in the history books, and they've helped us get back to a championship level. And we grew together. They were freshmen and they were babies and made a lot of mistakes. And I made a lot of mistakes in my first 2 years with them as a coach, and they've allowed me to grow, and hopefully we've allowed them to grow. And I'm just proud of the bosses that they've become.
So another one, it looks like we're going to restart. There's lots of young talent on that bench. What's really a lot's going to change, but what do you think is going to change next year on your team?
Oh, goodness. I don't even know that I can think about next year because we're not done yet. You know, we are, I believe this team is going to go to postseason play, maybe not the one we wanted to, but we'll still be excited to play 40 minutes, you know, but I think the biggest thing that we can take right now, it's so hard just to get to this point. We've been trying for 4 years to just get to a championship game, and this group got us here. And now we know what it takes. We know how hard it is. We know the grind that it takes to get here. And hopefully when we get back here next year, because I do believe next year's team can, we will handle it a little bit different and a little bit better. And our performance will be much better when we get back here. But we haven't been here before. And we obviously didn't handle it very well today. And that was not for a lack of trying. The ball just didn't go in the hole today.
Mackenzie, I know this has been a tough result today, but a fantastic season. Just talk about this journey over the last 5 seasons.
Well, I would say being with Coach Rose for this long, obviously there's been a lot of ups and downs, but it's been an incredible ride being a part of Tennessee Tech women's basketball, and just being able to rebuild and leave a legacy, and just know walking away from Tennessee Tech women's basketball that you're leaving as a better person and you're a part of an elite program. So it's just been very rewarding. It's made me a better person by far more than a player. So it's just been really special and an incredible experience.
And how much of a family has this team really been over the course of the season, and especially in the last few weeks?
I think after a loss like this, it's hard to think about all the positive, but if you have a little perspective on the situation, this team and this season has just been so incredibly special from the beginning. And we have such a great group of girls, from the seniors all the way down to the freshmen, to the managers, everyone. It's such a great group. And even though we didn't get the result we wanted, it has been a great journey. And we've really, I've enjoyed this year probably more than any year of my basketball career. So.
And for both of you, season's not over. There's still a postseason ahead. What are your goals?
I think just looking forward, we're just going to take the next game and we're going to bounce back and we're going to answer from this game and just keep building. I think the best thing about this point is we've set up stepping stones for the next teams to come. And I hope that we have a standard now for what every year should look like going forward for the program.
I just think it's a great opportunity, especially for the younger girls, especially for us to get to play 40 more minutes of basketball. So I know for me and Anna, especially that we just want to soak up as much as we possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, what's next?
Well, we'll give them a couple of days off. And I think Anna used the most appropriate word, perspective. They're hurting right now. That's a disappointed locker room. When you put this much into some, people don't understand if you're not in this and if you don't go through it every day, if you're not a student athlete, if you're not a coach. This journey started in June, and how much they have sacrificed and how much they have worked. And when you put your heart and soul into something, it should hurt. And so, we'll get back, and like Anna said, we'll get good perspective on just what this team has accomplished, and we'll give them some days off, and then we'll go back to work, and we'll be excited to get another opportunity. I also want to say this, I talk a lot about the players. Anna mentioned our managers. I just want to mention my staff too. Goodness, the job that Melanie Walls, Allie Clark, Jasmine James, and Emily Hatfield that they do for us is immeasurable. They make us better every single day. And I appreciate them so much. So we'll look forward to getting back to work together.
And this will be a game that you guys can grow on and hopefully use that as some momentum through that next step.
Well, the hardest part is, I won't say the hardest part. It's hard to win it. But there's steps in every process, and you got to get here first. And now that we know how to get here, hopefully it'll never be easy, but hopefully we'll understand the process a little bit better to get here and learn a lot of lessons that we can take into the next championship game that we're able to get to. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.